Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm here to make a video, and let me know if this has happened to you guys yet, because this is the first time for me, and I've been driving for DoorDash for a while. So I went out last night, okay, and I did go out during the day too, but it was really slow. So I'm like, you know what, Fridays, you know, usually kick off a little bit, more at during the night. So I went out for a few hours in the morning, and then I went home and did some things, and then I went out last night. So it was decently busy. I only wanted to do a few hours, as you can see. I started at 5:04 p.m. So here's the thing, okay? I was watching a video earlier by 50 something Dasher, and he was talking about how while he was en route, he was getting these offers. I've had that happen to me before on like shopping orders, like where I would pick up a shopping order. And then before I delivered the second part of that shopping order, I got a restaurant order. So that has happened to me before, but last night was something totally different. So I'm gonna go over this real quick. So they sent me a stacked offer, as you can see, the very very bottom. It was Panda Express and Modern Market. Okay, $8.70, 3 miles. It was a decent stack, not the best, but decent. So I took it, get on the board, you know. So I went ahead, picked up Panda, picked up Market, told me to drop off the Panda order first, which I did. Then before I can drop off the Modern Market, I get a double order for $14.68 for Panera. Okay, obviously $14.68. It was like 4 or 5 miles. It was a really good offer. So I haven't even dropped the Modern Market off yet. Now keep in mind that's been sitting in the car. I dropped off Panda, then I get the one for Panera. So then it prompts me to go pick up the two for Panera. Okay. So I go over to Panera. I pick up both the orders. I had to wait like 6 minutes because they didn't have a cashier. They only had cooks. So I'm like, peeking my head over the counter, like, hey guys, I'm here. I need some help. So finally they came out. They gave me the orders. So then I go to drop them off. So now I'm dropping off the Modern Market, right? Because now I got both Panera orders. So I'm finally dropping off the Modern Market. So I drop off that one. Now I got two Panera orders, both to separate customers. So then I go to drop one Panera order off. But before I can drop the second one off, I get another order for Pizza Hut. So now I have to go to Pizza Hut to pick it up before I can drop off the second Panera order. And then, of course, I get to Pizza Hut, and I'm literally waiting probably close to 10 minutes, because it's busy. There's a bunch of Dashers in there. And they said that, the pizza was still in the oven. So while I'm waiting for that, the other Panera order is still sitting in the car. See, I don't like this. I mean, I know Uber and Grubhub does these, orders where before you drop it off, you get another order or whatever. But the way that they were doing it last night, the orders were just sitting too long. Now I have hot bags, okay, so I'm not worried. I have hot bags, but keep in mind, a lot of drivers do not use them. And now that we are heading into the winter season, drivers not using hot bags, and now you're starting to get these kind of orders like this. That's going to cause for a lot of issues. People are going to start getting cold food, or whatever, bad ratings. And even though I keep hot bags, so check this out. So I finally dropped off the Pizza Hut, right? And then as I was going down the stairs, it was a leave at door. As I was going down the stairs, the person picked it up and they're like, "Oh, this ain't even really that hot." It was in a hot bag. I keep them in a hot bag. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and it's the hot bags that DoorDash provides to me. You know what I'm saying? But they're like, "Oh, it's not that hot," because while the Pizza Hut was there, I had to go pick up another order. So obviously, instead of picking up a Pizza Hut and delivering it, I'm picking up another order while the Pizza Hut's sitting in the car, and then I have to go drop the Pizza Hut off, and then I have to go drop the Panera off. So then when I drop my last Panera order off, then I get prompted to drop the Pizza Hut order off. Then I get Fazoli's, And while I'm picking up Fazoli's and getting ready to drop that off, I get the one for AI Sushi. So the way they were stacking these orders last night, and I don't know if it was just because it was busy. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm in a parking lot now. This morning on Saturday, getting ready to do my dash, and I was gonna make this last night, but I was dead tired, so I'm making it this morning. So we'll see if today goes the same way it did yesterday. But 50 something Dasher was talking about how he was getting orders in between. So I don't know if this is something new that they're doing, or what. And you guys can just let me know in the comments, if this has happened to you recently, because I like to stay busy. Do not get me wrong, but I can see where this is going to start creating issues, especially, when you're at night. And I forgot to take several screenshots because the way they're throwing these orders at me, like while I'm driving, you know what I'm saying? So that sucked because I was actually going to put a full video together, but I missed like 4 or 5 screenshots. That's why I'm just kind of doing the recap here, because I'm like, they were just throwing them at me, you know what I'm saying, while I'm driving. Like, usually, and then I'm over here worrying about, well, this person's food is going to start getting cold because now I got to go to Pizza Hut. And, Pizza Hut is notorious. You can wait there like 10 minutes was actually lucky, because sometimes it's longer than that. So, while you're waiting for that order, you got somebody else's order in the car, you know what I'm saying? And, as temperatures start dropping, people aren't going to just leave their car running, while they're in there waiting for orders. I mean, maybe some people will, but I'm not. So obviously the inside of the cabin of your car is going to start getting cold. Hot bags can only do so much. If you're waiting 10-15 minutes and then you still got somebody's order in the car that you picked up, and then you get the order finally, and then you realize at the end the place to drop it off is another 10 minutes away. So I don't know. You let me know if you guys think that this is a good idea. I mean, I don't mind staying busy, but it's just the way that they're doing it, because DoorDash these restaurants are known for high wait times a lot of times. Sometimes it's ready, but a lot of times it's high wait times, and especially when they're busy. And almost every place that I went into yesterday, like when I went into AI Sushi, which was my last order of the day, I kid you not, 14 minutes I waited for an order. They were so busy inside that they were literally telling people it was an hour and a half wait. So, I mean, I had to wait 14 minutes. So I mean, just imagine, that was my last order. I had nothing else in the car, but imagine if I did, the other order would have been sitting in the car for 14 minutes. Now imagine it was 10 degrees outside, so I mean, this is the thing. Like if you're gonna have, dashers go and pick up another order while we still have an order on us, that's not like a grocery order or something like that, like actual food that can get cold, then you got to guarantee that, when we get to that restaurant, that we're able to grab that order and go, not wait 10-14 minutes while the other person's order is getting cold, and then that person is 10 minutes away. So now, 14 minutes in the car and, 10-minute drive, now they're waiting an additional 24 minutes on top of how long it's been sitting there before you picked it up. So I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea, but guys, let me know down in the comments. Peace.